All right, hey everybody, welcome to Let's Make a Fortune. We're so glad that you joined us today. Welcome everyone. Thank you. So glad that you're. Yes,
honey.
Yes.
We're not on a game show. You've been watching too many game shows.
That's wonderful, Vanna. Show them what's behind door number 2.
I'm Krista. Tom.
Yes.
Let me get your attention. Right there. See that camera? Right there.
This one?
Yeah.
The one that's been filming us this entire time?
Our friends on social media are watching us right now.
That's right, Vanna.
They're not wanting a game show.
Right.
They probably just watched the game show.
So what are we doing here?
We're going to give out our 2019 word for the year.
2019 word for the year. Seriously? What? But it's not possible. Let me verify. What? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Is it? Oh my goodness. By God, Vanna, you're right. Where's my assistant? I need my assistant over here right now. I sent him away 45 minutes ago for a cup of coffee and a sandwich, and he still hasn't gotten back. And now he's giving me the wrong itinerary. I'm doing the wrong thing. And here I am making a fool of myself in front of the entire world while they're watching the video thinking they're getting a prophetic word. But oh no, I'm doing a game show because I know you're making a fool of myself. I am so sorry about the confusion on that. This is apparently where we release a message from the Father's heart to the body of Christ and to the world at large for the year of 2019. And apparently my memos got mixed up. Somebody's head is going to roll, I can promise you that. So today we want to, Krista wants to share some things that the Lord has given to her, and then I want to kind of complement that and tie it together. So Krista, take it away.
All right. So I know you are noticing my MacBook, and I chose this sleeve. And no, this is not an advertisement. I chose this cover because I love the tree because it has the 4 seasons. It speaks a lot to me. So you're probably wondering, why am I showing you my MacBook? Well, my message is on this MacBook here. And I didn't want to leave out any details what God gave to me. So I'm just going to read it today. Okay, so a little different. Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm excited. So the word for 2019 is strategist. A strategist means a person that is skilled in planning, action, or strategy. So keep that in mind as I read this word. In 2019, many skilled sons and daughters of the kingdom of light will arise and create strategies to take back the land. These powerful light bearers have been hidden in the shadows, but they have found their identity and strength in this quiet place. They have keys to unlock numerous doors, which will make a whole new level of impact on marketplaces, governments, education, arts and entertainment, family, media, religion, and so much more. The world is going to experience a radical shift as many of these strategists come together and connect their giftings, personalities, and visions. The uniting of these pioneers will cause a hub to be constructed. This hub will be a firm foundation for many to link to, and it's going to manifest a synergy of great power and peace. It will reduplicate itself in many nations because gender and race will not be a determining factor. A time is coming when the horsepower of these wheels will sweep across the nations and take them back to the kingdom of light. The world will experience a rebirth of power and peace, and it's going to bring it back to its original intent. So let me ask you today, have you discovered the keys that have been given to you? You know, you've been entrusted with purpose and destiny, and you're uniquely gifted to influence a specific group of people. The Father has been speaking to your heart and showing you a way to strategize and move forward. So in 2019, you must make time to pull away from everything and spend time in quiet meditation with Papa. These vital moments, as you spend time with him, he's going to download strategies and ideas that you need to stabilize yourself and others. He's going to show you a new level of your purpose, and that's going to produce a bounty that is needed for business ideas and structures. You may not realize it, but some of the people around you, they're waiting on your victorious testimony. That precious testimony will bring hope and inspiration to thousands. I heard Papa say earlier, steps, the word steps. When you take the steps that he gives to you, collaborations and collaborators will form around you. And as one team, everybody will go forward with great acceleration and joy. The steps of the righteous will be done decently and in order. Precision and accuracy are needed in this hour. Apathy and confusion must be violently rejected so that passion and clarity can arise. It's time to step up into your full identity and live from that position of royal authority. Everything you need is on the inside of you. You lack nothing. Papa believes in you. Our family believes in you. All the angels and the saints believe in you. You are a strategist in the making, and nothing is impossible as you stay connected to the Father's heart. Allow him to show you who you are and choose to walk in that identity with great vigor and love. Hold your head up high, royal sons and daughters, because 2019 is your year to strategically shine.
Awesome. I love that word. She's read it to me twice now before this. And so it's my third time getting to hear it. And I was really excited because over the last several days, as I've been seeking God about a message that he would have me release, it really is beautiful because it's in perfect conjunction with your word about strategist, strategist, because God gave me the word stabilization. People often talk about kingdom domination, the kingdom of heaven dominating the earth and bringing about radical change. There's still a concept that says there's just supposed to be this perpetual chaos and war and struggle and violence, but that's actually not the case. The reason that God is trying to get his people to step into every realm of society and culture to bring about these creative strategies is to bring stability. I mean, goodness gracious, so many of us, most of us have lived lives of chaos, turmoil, strife, stress, depression, right? Violence have been the defining characteristics of who we are and what we've been going through. And when we begin to awaken to who we really are, the divine creatures, creators that we truly are, the God people that we are, when we begin to awaken to our God identity, our God destiny, our God purpose, who Christ raised us up and made us to be, the Spirit of Christ in us, the divine nature that's a part of who we are and causes us to be inseparably unified with the Father. Say that 3 times real fast and I'll give you a cookie.
I like cookies.
Well, go ahead.
Can't do it.
No cookies. So because we're inseparably unified with him and because he's given us his nature, power, and authority, literally the words of our mouth have creative power. And we shift atmospheres. In the scriptures, the word spirit always has to do with atmosphere or environment. It has to do with things that are breathed out of the mouth. And so the desire of the Father right now is to bring stability across the board. But in order to get to stability, there's often tremendous turmoil because you've lived in that chaos and now you're beginning to realize, wait a minute, something has to change. In nations, there's great chaos all across the board and people are realizing something has to change. In order for the right changes to take place, people have to get the right ideas to learn how to step into situations and implement wisdom. And, you know, so much of our time we waste asking God to do something. And it's wasted time. Because he already put it inside of you. The divine spark of life is inside of you. And he's just waiting for you to blow on that with your faith, blow on that with your confidence, and surround yourself with people that will help fan that flame until it becomes a consuming fire that removes the impurities in your life that are blinding you from the love of God, the love of who you already are, love of your own self, and love of people. And you really need to take time in the season that's coming up, just like was said in the word that Krista read, to recognize that you need to be quiet and stop praying so much and start listening more. Start sitting in silence. I often will lay on my bed, my hotel bed, because we're traveling, still been in our traveling mode. I'll lay in my bed, or I'll go sit in the van, and I won't talk. I won't say anything. I won't pray in tongues. I don't need to. I don't need to talk. I need to hear. I need to let my spirit get calm so that I can receive the wisdom and knowledge and glory that's flowing from within. Out of your belly flows rivers of living water.
Can I interject?
And would you please?
Okay. I'm going to give you guys a little secret of mine. I've never actually shared this with anybody, but
not even me.
Just you.
Oh, okay.
What a lot of our friends don't know out there in the social media world is that Tom and I know this is really true for me. I don't spend a lot of my time reading a lot of other people's words. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because we do need to know what's going on in the world, but I don't spend the majority of my time listening to words or watching lots of videos from other people, because I really believe that God is trying to put a message inside of each one of us. And when I take that alone time, like Tom is saying, that meditation time, knowing that God is going to give me words to say, he gives me these things. He gives me books to write. He gives me blogs and posts and all kinds, and same for Tom. So it's just a little secret that you might want to give it a shot, because I've talked to so many people on the phone as we've ministered to people, and they're always always reading a book. They're always getting a word. They're always talking to somebody. But if you were to ask him, do you get alone time? Do you really meditate? Do you really listen to what God is saying to you? Do you believe that he's talking to you so clearly that you can write these things down and share it with the world?
So many people have a hard time sitting in quiet. I talked to a precious lady yesterday, just came out of an abusive relationship, real bad time, and talked to her about 15 minutes or so and just was encouraging her and had to take some things off of her because she kept talking about the idea that because she had messed up in getting into this relationship, that, you know, I know God's upset right now, basically, and I just got to wait until I can get things together. And I said, no, I got to take that off of you. I said, that's false. Your father isn't upset with you. He's your daddy. He's your papa. Some knucklehead recently blocked me on Facebook because I said, God's your papa. Oh, he's the Lord God Almighty. That's who he is at the office. When he comes home, he's daddy, you know.
He's our dad.
I can be whatever I am when I go to work, but my children know me as dad. So anyways, a lot of you are struggling with this being quiet before God because you don't think that he accepts you. You think he's upset with you. You know, doctrinally you're accepted in the beloved and all that, but the relationship is what it's about. It has nothing to do with doctrine. In fact, you just need to Control, Alt, Delete all the doctrine in your head and just come to the Father and say, show me who you are. Take time to really allow God to develop these strategies in you and begin to move towards stabilization because as you move into that, there'll be turmoil. Yes, there'll be chaos, but guess what? You can begin to bring stability to your life and to the lives of those around you.
And if you learn from your chaos, like we are doing right now, living in hotels and things like that, you can learn to take your chaos and your trials and everything that you're going through, and you can use those as tools in your belt, and you can learn from them, and you can make a way.
That's right.
And God uses those things to push us into our destiny. He uses, it's not that he's the one causing all the chaos, because he's not. You know, we have choices too that we make, and sometimes we make the wrong choices.
Yes, we do.
Or sometimes we, listen to other voices.
Other people make their own choices sometimes.
Sometimes we listen to other voices that we should not be listening to, and it affects us, and it affects our decisions. But God uses all of that in our lives to push us right into our destiny, because guess what happens when we start to build all these things that God has for us to do? We're going to know what not to do and what to do.
Yeah, many of you are looking to launch ministries in this coming year. We've talked to quite a few just in the last month or so, and go for it. But take the time first to develop the strategy. If you need help in your life, if you've got relationship issues, ministry issues, business issues, whatever, health issues, and you're trying to figure out what's a good way to move forward, go to thronebuilders.org. Request a life directional word from us. Request a phone call from us and allow us to speak into your life. You would be amazed at the wisdom and revelation that God releases into people's lives through the recordings and through the phone calls that we do. If you're dealing with emotional turmoil and stress, don't go into 2019 carrying a heart filled with wounds and pain. Let us help you. Let us work with you to minister to you.
And oftentimes, when we're doing phone calls with people, God gives us ideas and strategies for you personally. So some of you out there, you might want to talk to us or whatever, however you feel led, but I don't know how many times I've been talking with somebody on the phone and God will give me a really specific idea or strategy for them to run with. And if they're willing to run with it, then it's going to be awesome. So
I was going to say, we don't care what your religious background is. We don't care what your sexual orientation is. We don't care what your financial status is. We don't care about any of that junk. I don't care where you are in life.
That's right.
God has given us a wonderful ability to speak his heart to people without having to correct them, point them out,
or judge,
make them feel ashamed, dirty, unclean, ugly, whatever.
That's right.
We want to speak into your life the love that the Father has for you, and there'll be links in the description below for different request forms that you can request different things from us. We have a dream you'd like interpreted or whatever. Let's go into 2019 strong. And I just wanted to encourage you to consider prayerfully sowing into this word that we've released, this video that you've just watched. Consider sowing a financial gift into Throne Builders. God has given us some creative strategies already that we're trying to implement. Living in hotels is making that a bit difficult, but we're doing the best we can to structure our time so that we can move forward. And so we appreciate so much all of you, whether you're watching via YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or you're receiving one of our email through the email blast. We love you and we appreciate you. Many of you have encouraged us and given to us and have received from us, and we're just grateful. So we hope that 2019 2019 is everything you hope that it will be and that you've been dreaming of for a long time, and that you would allow us to take you by the hand or by the arm and just link up with you and move forward. We want to help you with that. We have an expanding team of people that are helping us minister, learning how to minister with us, and we are ready to help you and bless you and help go forward with you, and we hope that you'll partner with us and link up with us going into 2019.
And one last thing, in about less than 30 days, it should be a lot less than 30 days, the new revision of my book comes out, my book called I Found Me, so be looking for that. I'm going to be putting it out there for you guys. So
yes, it really is going to happen eventually. We've been talking about this for a long time.
We've had a lot of delays on this project, but I know there's been a fight on it for a reason. So
God's made it very clear in the last couple of weeks, just let everything fall into place, and so and it's almost there. We're just kind of waiting for those last few things. So, so anyways, peace. We love you all so much, and
we believe in you.
Have an awesome, awesome year. God bless.
All right, Happy New Year, guys.
Okay, so we're not doing the game show. Apparently, we're not doing the prophetic word, but I don't see a quiet place anywhere in any of this stuff. And what's even more perplexing is I don't even wear glasses.